What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be talking a little bit about stack smashing, and I will give you guys an example here in my C++ code. This is what this is what we were doing in a computer security class. Our professor was actually teaching us, or we were on the topic of programming threats and some things you got to watch out for. Stack smashing is one of them. The idea of stack smashing is that you have variables on your stack, which is your local memory, and these variables can be manipulated in certain circumstances if you're not careful on like input from users or buffer overflows, things like that. So here I'm kind of just like hacking my own program, but I did this example which is demonstrated in these two functions, one called stack exploit, the other class hack. What I'm doing here is I'm changing my grade right now, which I'm at a 65. And I'm trying to get that to be a little bit higher because 65, that's pretty embarrassing. So I have my text input, it's just a string, and that is going to be bigger than what it should be. For example, if a user were to put in more data than what your program is expecting, that can cause issues, and this kind of demonstrates that. So for class name, I'm just getting the name, and that's supposed to be 5 characters long. Usually it's followed by 2 letters signifying your department, and then 3 digits signifying your class. And so with that, we're going into this for loop, and we're going to be going quite a number of times, and a few number of times larger than class name. And because of those extra iterations, we are actually going to be overriding variables on the stack. So I'm going to be overriding my grade and the value there. And so that's why I have this space, 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 and then a D. As you guys will see, it's going to change the value of grade when I'm not actually even using the variable grade. But we'll see how this happens. So I'm just going to close this and let me run it. Just a sec. There we go. Okay, demonstrate some stack smashing techniques. Here we go. So we got the address of where our grade is at. I just used that so I could know where to point to in memory, or where I wanted to overwrite the value in memory. And I was able to change it to 100. So now my grade is not 65 anymore, it's a 100. So that means I got an A. But that looks suspicious. So it's just all for fun. And hopefully this example has shown you guys that you got to be careful about user input, so that's not too big. You're going to need to check like its bounds, because depending on some input, they can do a buffer overload or buffer overrun, which pretty much is what is happening here. And because I'm not checking that, my variables in memory are getting messed up. And so that's one thing to think about. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and post some comments. If you want anything you want to mention, just let me know. Thanks.